the almighty grape god.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'm live streaming right now. Yeah, I'm about to open up Amanda the Adventurer.
I'm questioning my life.
I always
But yeah,
question
you
my
should
life.
definitely live stream it.
I'm already live streaming it right now.
Yeah, well, tag.
Tag, what the fuck?
That's it. Tag.
Tag, you're it. Amanda the Adventurer. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck are these writings on the wall? I see a vase. I see a couch. I see a TV. I see writings on the wall. It says, "It's too late for me. I'm sorry for what I've done." It says, "How long has she been doing this? Who is she? What is she? What the fuck is... Don't let her take you. Don't do anything she says. Ghost, demon, entity. No studio, no cast. Who made this series? How many are there? What the fuck?" Draggy, have you ever played this game?
The end is here.
Draggy,
Yeah.
have you ever played this game?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the table. I'm just gonna do this.
All I could say is, if you play Amanda the Adventurer,
Hi, I'm
don't come
Amanda.
crying.
And I'm Wooly.
And I.
Because if you never played it, that means you never experienced the true horror of it.
I've never played any of these fucking games.
We'll start with the first one. It's actually pretty shocking.
How shocking.
And then play the second one. The first one is extremely shocking.
Alright, I'm gonna put my volume on 78. I'm just gonna put on 80.
I love apples. Do you like apples?
And I'm not even gonna explain the lore to you. I'm just gonna let you experience it.
Alright, well she just asked she just asked if I love apples. So I'm just gonna say
Do the opposite.
Say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like green apples. Regular apples are better.
No. Just keep on rejecting it.
I'm allergic to apples.
That's okay. You should never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is?
So basically you just want me to piss her off.
Do you know where the store is?
Yeah, but it could also actually help you with
Yeah, that's
thinking
right.
ending.
Let's go. We're at the
I haven't
store.
played Amanda the
Sure looks
Adventure
crowded.
in years, so.
And look, there are apples.
I don't
Can you see apples?
But yes, I like pissing off
Yeah, that's right. Let's
Amanda.
go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded. Bah.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples?
Something happened.
There are tapes that you have to collect.
No, I meant like it froze.
You're in like the cassette part, right?
I'm in the fucking grocery store.
Yeah, it usually freezes.
So do I leave this shit?
You have to get out of the show and then like inspect something around the area.
I just exited the game.
Fuck.
Well, I went back in the game.
I was I was about to say you disappointed me. Should I make your version of Dragon canon?
Sure.
Like,
Here's
do
your
you
own
think of me as Todoroki from freaking My Hero Academia? Am I that special?
I just think of you as stupid, okay?
I could tell that from the way that you portrayed me. But I should have just had
Hi,
your Jack
I'm
and me
Amanda.
normal
And
Jack, not the
I'm
video game
Wooly.
one.
And I love apples. Do you like apples?
I'm allergic to apples.
Or the original
That's
one.
okay. You should never be afraid to try something
Hold
new.
on.
But
Try the
we
game
don't
again.
even know where the store is.
Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is?
What the fuck is all that noise?
Fortnite.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded. Bah.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples? Good job. Now we can make apple pie.
What the fuck? I found the second tape.
Alright, good.
Oh,
Yeah, so the tapes are
don't
relevant.
have
It
much
won't
time.
reveal most
Whatever
of
you
the
do,
story to you
don't.
Hi,
in a very,
everyone.
very
I'm Amanda.
sad manner.
I'm Wooly.
Today we're going
But
to get
there's
for
one
Grandma.
part of it
But
where
isn't Grandma
in the ending you have to
very
type in
Can you tell
Wooly.
us where the butcher is?
Yes, I'm talking about
Tell
Baba
us
Black
where the
Sheep.
butcher
Have you any wool?
Hold on.
The butcher? There it is. Let's go. Hello, meat man. Can you tell the meat man what we need? That's right.
That's the creepiest picture I've ever fucking seen. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're getting creeped out about what's really happening, huh?
Meat is lamb. What the fuck? Oh, I found the other tape.
It's dark out. Let's go home. Home! Find the house!
What the fuck?
Knock on the door!
Hmm. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow.
Go inside.
Well, talk to you tomorrow. But I'm gonna head to bed.
Hold on. Oh, never mind. The game fucking froze again.
Alright, well, talk to you tomorrow and tell me how the game goes, because it only gets worse from here.
All right.
And I'm actually being serious. It's only gonna get worse. All right. Night.
All right. Fucking game froze again.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
And I love apples. Do you like apples?
I'm allergic to apples.
That's okay. You should never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is? Yeah, that's right. Let's go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded. Bah.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples? Good job! Now we can make apple pie.
Oh, you. Okay. We don't have much time. Whatever you do, don't.
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda.
I'm Lily.
Today we're going to get meat for Grandma.
But isn't Grandma a vegetarian?
Can you tell us where the butcher is? Can you tell us where the butcher is? The butcher? There it is. Let's go. Hello, meat man. Can you tell the meat man what we need? Can you tell the meat man what we need? Tell him what we need. That's right. You're right. The treasure map said the woods. Let's go. I think we're close to the treasure now. Aren't you excited, Wooly? I said, aren't you excited?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, but we still don't know where the treasure is, buried.
Our friend the GPS said that X marks the spot. Can you see where the X is? X marks the spot. The one with the X. That's the one. We're looking for the X, right? There it is. Treasure awaits. Looks like the spot.
But how are we supposed to get at it under all the dirt? Bah!
Luckily, I brought some tools to help us with our adventure. I brought a crowbar, a rope, and a shovel. We already used the crowbar for the door. We used the rope for... And now, we only have the shovel. What tool should we use to dig up the treasure? I didn't bring that. What can we use to dig up the treasure? The only tool we haven't used yet is the shovel. With that said, the only tool we would need is... the shovel. You're right. Now we can dig this up before someone...
Okay, that's enough. Bah! No, I can't let you do this anymore. I don't care what you do to me. You, take the tape out now and destroy them. Burn them. Whatever. Just get rid of these other tapes. Do you hear me? You can't let anyone else watch these. Let anyone... Ah!
Yeah, hey, yeah, no, I found it. Yeah, I found the place. It was just off the highway. Yeah, not too far. It wasn't that hard. Yeah, no, they're all, hold on, what? Was I followed? No, I don't think so. Who'd be following me? No, nobody was there. It was just me. Yeah, no, the tapes are all destroyed too. They're gone. Every single one. Yeah, no problem. Listen, it's getting late. I really need to get home. I got work tomorrow. So I'll call you when I get back home, okay? Cool. Okay. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
What the fuck?
It's dark out. Let's go home. Home! Point to the house. Knock on the door. I want to go inside. Let me in.
there's a fucking moth in here. You know, I'm bored, so screw it. Let's see what's on Twitter. Yeah, let's see what's on Twitter.
I intend to, yes. Oh, that's great! Oh, look at your little lab coats. Very cute. Are you an inventor? Don't belittle me, woman. I'm not an inventor. I am a scientist. There's a
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Hold on. When did Phasma Hotel come out? This shit came out 2019. And episode 8 came out. Okay, now that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Okay, so I was being mad for nothing. What?
And when I smile, this is me doing a full smile right now, by the way. It's like, what the fuck? Bro, I can't even laugh right, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. So, mm. Oh my god, bro. So, yeah. And when I smile,
I don't care what people would say. I'll do that shit.
Understanding the unprompted melodrama you just.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait.
want someone to want me.
I have no clue how to spell. If I just definitely, I have no idea how to spell. Holy shit, I'm retarded. Pretty sure I can say that to myself.
One, two, buckle my shoe, three.
Pass, 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 pass. Markiplier. Fuck does that mean the wasted potential? Henry Cavill was a good Superman. And what the fuck? Wait, is that actually?
So we're just clearing some space to make room for their hottest collection yet. Of course, they don't know about it, but when those profits start rolling in, they'll thank me. And who's more qualified to do this transfer than me? Blitz with the silent O. I'm a hot, and I know a lot of topics. I think we're a great fit for Hot Topic, and trust me, I know a thing or two about making things fit. What the?
Oh, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I would get, I would get, I would get, I would get, yeah. All these three, yes. Jesus Christ. Just the Luna one. And this one. Wait, how much is that? I didn't see the price. God damn. Fuck. Hold on. Bro, none of the hot topics here fucking have this. Also, what the fuck are the Minecraft ones? Hold on, I'm curious about the Minecraft ones. What the fuck? What? Oh my god, hell yeah. Oh my god, I should get that for my dad. What? Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. What? think I'm having second thoughts over here.
Chicken jockey.
What?
Chicken jockey.
What? Wait, what the fuck?
What? This is a moment in history. Take a picture.
What the fuck, bro? Why? Why Striker, bro? Nah, fuck that. Fuck. Terrible movie. Terrible movie.
What in the dark side is this? Impossible!
No, I'm Iron Man.
Excited for season 3. I wish we could say things about it, but we are very, very. Viv actually is in the back with a sniper. If I get a red dot right here, it's not a bindi. No, we're not allowed to say anything. But Blitz and Stolas. Season 3 is going to be wild. Yes, it's very. Season 2 is definitely setting up the bowling pins for season 3, and there were episodes. Season 2 was fine to get through. There were episodes in season 3 that were hard for at least me to get through. I'm sure Bryce, who plays Stolas, and some of the other actors had a hard time too. It's very raw, and so I cannot wait for you to see. He said. That's what he said. Okay. So, oh my God, who's excited for season 3?
Can it really be that long? Yes, okay. For real?
I have a
What? Ain't no way.
Serious, then bingo. I'm doing everything. By crushes others' feelings. You mean in shit before it gets serious, then bingo. I'm doing everyone a favor because relationships are boring.
Oh fuck, wrong button. That was good.
So, how much worse are these cheap plastic ocarinas compared to these real ones? Let's find out.
That should be enough stone for now. Whoa, no, 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 no!
What? Wait, what the heck? What is this? There's an entire world down there!
That should be enough stone for now.
Bro, jump for it! Bro, we could have made that.
We gotta go through the dungeons now.
The next staircase isn't for another 10 minutes. If you wanted to make it, you should have left earlier.
I'm not taking this from a painting.
I'm literally in front of the pyramids, and
the pyramids are out of frame.
Should I move them in frame?
If you can.
Yeah, I can move in frame. Is that better?
It's a lot better.
Good. I'm glad that turned out well. Anyways, look at these giant pyramids. I'm literally in front of the pyramids, and
They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey!
I'm scared! Somebody save me!
I'll save you!
Okay, I got the shot.
I'm scared! Mom, I really want to Switch for Christmas.
Let's see what Santa brought you. And this last gift is from Matt. A Switch game, but I don't own a Switch. You know, Santa was in your room earlier. Really?
What's going on?
Hi, Matt.
That's the Switch Santa got me.
Uh-oh. Now it won't turn on. Is that bad?
I'm gonna kill him! Mom, I really want to Switch for Christmas.
Let's see what Santa...
Hi, my name is Michael Jackson.
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 My name is Michael Jackson. Will the real Michael Jackson please stand forward? Hi, my name is Michael.
Oh, it just hurts you when you see your favorite YouTuber hasn't posted in years. Makes you feel old. Let's see his other channel. He's still doing his his current channel.
What's that awful smell? Probably one of the states on this list, cause they all stink! You know what? I think you're right. Cause it's month number 2 of 2022, which means it's time for a new list of the worst states to live in. Now, there are actually quite a few newcomers this year, as the cost of housing has gotten ridiculously expensive in some once decent states, and other states that were once terrible have improved a ton. So if your state is one of the worst, there is hope. Well, unless you live in Mississippi, in which case, get the heck out of there as soon as you can. But even if your state isn't that bad statistically speaking, you still might want to move somewhere new. So I'll tell you what, let's hit 5,000 likes and I'll make a video on the 10 best states to move to in 2022. But without further ado, these are the top 10 worst states to live in for 2022, based on each state's economy, safety, cost of living, schools, and quality of life. Number 10. Alaska. More Alaskans think their state is the best than any other state's residents, and I can see why. I mean, nearly the entire state is gorgeous, untouched wilderness. But I hate to break it to any Alaskans watching, but even you know the Alaskan dividend that literally pays residents thousands a year just to live here can't make up for the extremely expensive cost of living, with the second highest utility and grocery bills in the nation. In fact, if you live in the interior, the cost of heating alone for over half the year could be anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month. And for the 4 months out of the year where it isn't freezing, you'll have to deal with millions of mosquitoes. Yeah, it's bug bites or frostbite. Take your pick. And sure, the poverty rate of 9.6% isn't that bad, since the median household income is pretty high at $75,500. But because the state also has the least diverse and fastest shrinking economy, wages have actually decreased by 7.3% over the last 3 years. And that's if you can even find a job, because the unemployment rate of 5.8% is the 5th highest of any state. But all those issues, in addition to the last frontier having the second worst schooling system, pale in comparison to the fact that Alaska is by far the most dangerous state, with a violent crime rate that's more than double the national average. And no, it's not because of the grizzly bears. Hey man, don't bring me into this! Number 9. South Carolina. Despite being the third most moved to state in 2021, or perhaps because it was, the quality of life in South Carolina continues to deteriorate, because all those newcomers have caused the median home value to balloon by 22% over the past 12 months to $257,000. Which still might not seem like that much, but considering that the median household income is just $56,000, it is unaffordable for most. Now sure, the Charleston and Greenville areas do have decent economies, which helped the state see 5.6% wage growth last year. But there's also a huge division of wealth between the cities, which are pretty nice places to live, and the rural parts, which are really struggling. Overall, the Palmetto State has the 9th highest poverty rate at 13.8%, and as poverty increases, so does the crime. So it should come as no surprise that South Carolina now has the 5th highest crime rate and 7th highest violent crime rate. And since the public schools are also the 7th worst of any state, the future doesn't look bright. But hey, at least most of the people moving in are just beach-seeking retirees, and Myrtle Beach is pretty affordable. Number 8. Tennessee. Tennessee is another state people are moving to in droves, and I really don't know why. Sure, with the Great Smoky Mountains, tons of beautiful forests and rivers, and of course Nashville, the state has potential. But that's all it has. Potential. Because outside of Nashville's booming economy, where the median household income is $70,300, Tennessee is defining the term struggle bus. And that bus is full of crime and zero economic opportunity. The volunteer state currently has the 3rd highest violent crime rate, and at the rate crime is growing, who knows? Maybe it'll pass Alaska for the title of most dangerous state by the end of the decade. I mean, just this past year, Memphis overtook both St. Louis and Detroit to become the most dangerous city in America, with a violent crime rate 506% above the national average. But considering that the poverty rate of 13.6% is the 10th highest of any state, as wages just aren't keeping up with the median home cost that's increased by 24% over the past year to $264,000, it makes sense why so many people are resorting to crime. And if you're thinking, okay, fine, I guess I'll just move to Nashville then if everywhere else sucks. The violent crime rate in Music City is still more than triple the national average, and the median home value is approaching $400K, which isn't exactly music to anyone's ears. Number 7. Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama is finally starting to live up to its nickname, almost entirely thanks to Huntsville, which is absolutely carrying the state out of the gutter. But to be fair, the state as a whole is also making improvements, like how the crime rate went from the 7th highest of any state to just 19th highest over the course of the past year. Now, don't get me wrong, Alabama still has a long ways to go, as the schools are the 6th worst in the nation, and the average life expectancy is the 2nd lowest at just 74.9 years, probably due to it also having the 3rd highest obesity rate and 6th worst healthcare. And although the cost of living is dirt cheap with a median home value of just $186 grand, the poverty rate is still the 7th highest at 14.9% because the median household income is only $51,700. Although it is over $67,000 in Huntsville, which again is the only part of Alabama I'd actually recommend living in. Number 6, West Virginia.
What? First Alabama was number 7, and now West Virginia's not even in the bottom 5? What is this world we're living in?
Honestly, I don't think any of us would be surprised if we transferred to an alternate universe during 2020 or 2021. But yeah, while the Mountain State is still by no means a great place to live, with the 2nd lowest median household income of just $48,800 and the 4th highest poverty rate of 15.8%, it actually isn't terrible if you have an online job from another state. Well, as long as that state isn't Mississippi, because that's the only state with lower wages. And since more and more Americans can now work remote, more and more people are actually moving in, making West Virginia the 4th most moved to state in 2021. And considering that just about every inch of the place is drop dead gorgeous, I understand why, especially since the median home cost isn't even $125 grand. Granted, West Virginia is also home to the worst infrastructure, 5th worst schools, 3rd worst economy, and 4th worst healthcare, so you kinda get what you pay for. But hey, at least it's the 10th safest state. Number 5. Kentucky. Over $150 million is wagered on the Kentucky Derby each year, but I highly doubt any of it goes back into helping average Kentuckians, because the quality of life here stinks more than all that horse poo. The poverty rate is the 6th highest in the nation at 15%, despite an incredibly cheap median home cost of just $182 grand. And the public schools and healthcare are even worse. What can I say? Outside of horses and the 95% of the world's bourbon that's produced here, Kentucky just doesn't have much going for it, with the 5th worst economic opportunity and 3rd worst fiscal stability of any state. But even so, things probably wouldn't be this bad if the state government wasn't so busy swindling the public out of its tax dollars. In fact, a Harvard study just ranked Kentucky as the most corrupt state in terms of where taxpayer money is spent. Sadly though, most Kentuckians are too busy trying to scrape by on the median household income of just $52,200 to do anything about the corruption. Number 4. Arkansas. With the highest divorce rate in the country, it's no wonder Arkansas has the only diamond producing mine in the US. I mean, they gotta keep up with everyone's 2nd, 3rd, or who knows how many marriages. I'm really not judging though, because if I lived somewhere this boring, even I'd probably start a necessary relationship drama just to keep things interesting. But the dull lifestyle isn't the only reason Arkansans are the 2nd least happy residents of any state. No, that's more likely due to the fact that the natural state has the 4th worst economic opportunity, 7th worst infrastructure, 7th highest obesity rate, the worst healthcare, 9th worst schools, 3rd highest murder rate, 4th highest violent crime rate, 5th highest poverty rate, and 3rd lowest median household income at just $48,900. So if you are feeling tempted by the allure of the $163,000 median home cost, I'd recommend you look elsewhere, because the only opportunity the land of opportunity has to offer is front row seats to the World Championship duck calling contest. And to be fair, the Fayetteville area, which is a pretty decent city. Number 3. New Mexico. The only good thing about New Mexico's infrastructure is that it sucks so bad it keeps people away, which really helps preserve the natural landscape, especially since 75% of the roads here are unpaved. But while New Mexico's scenery is just as breathtaking as Colorado's without any of the crowds, just about everything else in the state is terrible. With the third worst air and water quality, the worst internet access, fifth highest unemployment rate, third worst economic opportunity, and third highest poverty rate at 16.8%. Not to mention, the rate of childhood poverty is 26%. And while a place like West Virginia can get away with being poorly run, as it's also dirt cheap, New Mexico's actually pretty expensive considering the median home value is 268 grand, while the median income isn't even 52 grand. So when you consider the dismal economic outlook combined with essentially no way out due to the Land of Enchantment also having the worst public schools, it shouldn't be a shocker that tons of people here break the law. New Mexico actually has the highest crime rate and second highest violent crime rate of any state. Number 2. Mississippi.
Wait, you're telling me Mississippi actually isn't the worst state to live in for once? Yes! Finally!
Well, don't get too excited, because the only reason Mississippi isn't number 1 is because it knows its worth. Meaning it's by far the cheapest state. Because even with a median home cost of just 153 grand, it still has the highest poverty rate at 18.7%. Which probably has something to do with the fact that it also has the worst economic opportunity with the lowest median household income at just $45,700. And honestly, that checks out, since the economy overall ranks dead last, as does the healthcare quality. Yeah, compared to Mississippi, even New Mexico seems like it's thriving. But if you love swamps and your ideal climate is as humid as the devil's armpit, this might actually be the place for you. In which case, say hi to Shrek for me. But if you're not an ogre, then I really can't think of any reason why anyone would actually want to live in a place with terrible schools, the third worst infrastructure, the highest obesity rate, and the lowest life expectancy at just 74.6 years. Now, before we get to number 1, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you think the worst state is. And while some of you would probably say New York or
California,
yes, the quality of life in our 2 most well-known states has gone downhill in recent years, but they're still nowhere near as bad as the states on this list, however bad their problems may be. I mean, California has the 5th best economy in the world and might be the most beautiful state. And despite its flaws, there is no city on earth quite like New York. Not to mention, upstate is super affordable and gorgeous. Number 1. Louisiana. Even if Louisiana didn't get pummeled by so many behemoth hurricane disasters, its infrastructure would still be a disaster. But since it does get absolutely shreked by Mother Nature, the infrastructure is a catastrophe. That's honestly the least of its concerns, however, as the Pelican State also has the 3rd worst schools, 4th worst healthcare, 4th highest obesity rate, 4th worst economy, 2nd highest poverty rate, and 4th lowest median household income that's barely 51 grand. Oh, and I almost forgot. Louisiana is the murder capital of the US and 2nd most dangerous state overall. Add in the fact that it's by far the most corrupt state, and it should come as no surprise that Louisiana is the worst state to live in for 2022.
Well, that was intense.